Hi there, I'm Devin Naika from Retirement Wellness SA. And if you're watching this video, chances are you are a government employee and you're in a position right now where you have to make perhaps one of the most important decisions, the most important financial decisions of your life. And that is, should you retire or resign from GEPF? Now, this video is going to walk you through what you can expect from the Retire versus Resign Masterclass. I've been working with government employees for it's just over 15 years now. And this is something that's critically important for every single member to gain access to. What I've found from government employees, and maybe you're in this position right now, is maybe you're thinking it's better for you to retire because if you retire, your money is sort of safer. You're leaving that with government and you know for sure you're going to be receiving an income every month. But in the back of your mind, you probably just have some bit of uncertainty, some doubt. When you've worked your entire life for this money, and at the time that you pass away, how comfortable are you that your spouse is not going to receive that full income, is going to receive a reduced income? Would your spouse manage with that? And if you don't have a spouse, or if we take it a step further, how comfortable are you that you're not able to leave anything behind for your kids or your grandkids? You can't leave that legacy behind. Something that you've worked on for years and years, could be 20, 30, 40 years for, is suddenly lost to the government, and all the sacrifices that you made for your family, you don't really benefit from it when you're not around. So you're weighing up that option. And then on the other end, you've got resignation. And the thing about resignation is maybe you've got this fear, you know, on the one end, it's the ability to be able to leave this legacy for your family, because you know you can control the investment, take it away from GEPF. But maybe you're scared. You're afraid of making a mistake. Maybe you know of members who had resigned and they lost most of their money or all of it. Maybe you're afraid about tax and just concerned that if you have to resign, you're going to lose hundreds of thousands or millions of rand in tax. Now, what I want to share with you is inside of the masterclass, there are many things that you're going to start to become aware of, many myths about retirement and resignation that I'm going to bring to the forefront, to your attention. And I just want to walk you through what you can expect when you're sitting inside the masterclass. So let's take a look at it from here. Now, so what you can expect when you come through on the masterclass. The first thing is, I want you to expect that by the end of the session, so when we are done with the entire masterclass, I want you to expect that you'll have the answer that you've been searching for, which is the best route for you, whether it is better for you to retire or resign. In addition to that, I want you to expect the truth. Now, what I've observed, and perhaps you're feeling the same way, you might be searching for that information. Maybe you're searching for it online or through GEPF, or maybe you've spoken to some of your colleagues, and everyone has their own opinion, and it's hard for you to know the truth. So if you're feeling that way, inside of the masterclass, I'm going to give you the truth because it's very neutral, you see. So we're not leaning on resignation and we're not leaning on retirement, but I'm going to use everything that I've learned over these last almost 2 decades to give you that information to empower you. And then from there, based on your circumstances, you'll know which route is best for you. And then I want you to expect to feel overwhelmed. And the reason that I'm preparing you in advance is a lot of the information that you're about to learn inside of Masterclass, you probably don't know right now. And I've seen this with a lot of GEPF members. When they come in, it's definitely not what they expected it to be, and it becomes almost like an information overload. So I want to prepare you to feel overwhelmed, and being overwhelmed is a good thing because then it means that you are now putting yourself in a position where you've got more information, and you're definitely going to feel more empowered and more confident when you're able to make the decision. See? Now, the earlier you start in your journey to discovering whether you should retire or resign, the earlier you start with the planning, the easier it's going to be to unfold it. But I've also got something towards the end, which I'll share with you shortly, to help you overcome that feeling of overwhelmment. The next thing is, I want you to know that you'll get more than what you paid for. So I want you to know with certainty that the value that you're going to get from joining the masterclass will be more than whatever you've had to invest in getting your ticket for the masterclass. And then I want you to expect that you're going to start to see financial planning like you've never seen it before. So I've observed for a lot of members, I can go so far as to say for a lot of people in South Africa, how we experience financial advice and how we experience financial planning and how it should be when it's done properly is very different. So I want you to expect that when you come in for the masterclass, you're going to start to see financial planning in a completely different light. And that does not mean there's any obligation for you to partner with me. But what it does mean is I'm now going to teach you secrets. I'm going to start to empower you so that when you start to engage with your financial planner, whether it's myself or anyone else that's assisting with you in your planning, you now are going to know what are the elements, what are the steps that need to be followed in order for you to achieve success. And then I want you to expect to feel part of a community. Now, you remember earlier I said I want you to expect to feel overwhelmed. This is the way in which I've countered the overwhelmment. So I've created a GEPF community, and that community consists of people that perhaps you might know, but it's just government employees who are like you. They are in that similar position where they want to know for themselves which route is best for them. Should they retire or should they resign from GEPF? And when you're part of the community, it's designed for support, meaning no one of us is stronger than all of us. So inside of the community, as a group, when we all come together for a common goal, and that common goal meaning the benefit of everybody, chances are you might have a question, and when it's raised inside the group, I might address it, or one of the other members inside the community might be able to support you. Or maybe there's someone else inside the community, another GEPF member who raises a question, and it might be something of relevance to you. So when we're inside a community, I just don't want you to feel like you're alone in the journey. So I don't want you to feel like you've got to do this all by yourself. And the community is there to rally around you, to support you. And once everyone's learning and growing, everyone's in that position where we're able to move forward with a lot more certainty and a lot more confidence. And the last thing I want you to expect inside here, which I put towards the end, is when we're working with the masterclass, I'm going to teach you how to see things in a completely different light. And I'm going to show you how to take control of your wealth. Meaning, and I don't want to give away too much of the masterclass, but I'm going to show you how we don't leave the power with GEPF. So you're not going to leave GEPF in control of your wealth, and neither are we going to use the insurance company and let them be in control and dictate to you. So whilst we have to use one of these two vehicles, I'm going to show you how you can take more control of it, so that instead of it being dictated to you, but you're more in control of the two options. And we're doing it from the perspective of making sure your goals become a reality. That's what I've put towards the end there, making your dreams become reality. So I'm looking forward to hosting you on the masterclass, and I'll see you there.